Hey everyone, so I'm gonna play a league with this list. I've only played one league with this list already. It was a 5-0, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's very anti-Murktide with main deck Hydroid, Krasis, and 3 Elders to hedge against Blood Moon, so we'll see how it goes. Gigantha, this could mean quite a lot of things, really. Could mean Tron. Could mean like Death Shadow. Could be Affinity. But regardless, we're going to get set up for the turn 2 Dryad and the turn 3 Titan. Setting us up for that means we're going to be a little slow on the Saga, but that should be fine. It's looking like Death Shadow based on what I'm seeing so far. There's a good chance this means our Summoner's Pact will be either discarded or drowned into locked. I don't know if that changes the play pattern at all. Still think I just want to set up for the turn 3 Titan. So if my opponent, say for example, plays a Ledger Shredder, I can just Titan. Okay, Thoughtseize, that's an option. We will be able to get like full Saga value though. Okay. Well, obviously they've got something, so there's no point in blocking. Probably consider or. Okay, so I guess they don't want to do 3 to us. Ragavan is not really a threat. The ground is going to be very clogged up, so not going to attack with Dryad. I want to make sure Ragavan doesn't get through, and I also don't want to like grow their Death Shadow for them, essentially. So one of these sagas is likely going to get us an expedition map, which we might use for Talaria West, but could also use potentially for Valakut, even potentially for Bojuka Bog. It all really depends on our draw steps. Well, I will definitely block the Grazer here. See if they want to waste a removal spell. They do not. I kind of like the idea of making 2 Saga tokens and bouncing and replaying one of the Sagas. My opponent can clear Saga tokens with a dress down, but if we can force them to use the dress down on Saga tokens, and then they won't have it for whatever threat we eventually draw. This also keeps more lands in play if we decide to get a Valakut off of Expedition map. I think there's a good chance my opponent has a Drown in the lock. So getting Summoner's Pact doesn't really seem like it does much of anything. Okay. Maybe now I'm getting Summoner's Pact. see about how they feel about trading Ragavan for a construct. They do not want to trade Ragavan for a construct. Cannot say I blame them. Especially if they're planning on dress downing soon here. So I think I'll just get probably Bajuka Bog. I think because I think I want to use my mana efficiently, and I want to like make more Saga tokens. So I won't make a Saga token here because they could just be being patient with a dress down. And it's not worth it to me to just get in 1 damage. I could bog them. I could also just layer of the Hydra and then leave the expedition map till the end of their turn to kind of see where we're at. Kind of like that. Okay, cool. So they didn't have the dress down. So against Death Shadow, Colossus seems pretty bad. Krasis seems okay. I like the Sejus and Hall. Endurance seems pretty good too. I'm not necessarily going to bring in all these cards. I think I'm going to not do Dismember though. So I think I can safely trim a Saga against them. I think I can trim... Castle's actually okay. I think I can trim Caverns. It's really just the... maybe keep 3 Caverns. It's really just the... Now I can't think of the name of the card. Drown in the Locks from them, and if we're hitting their graveyard, Drown in the Locks is not very good. I think I can trim on Summoner's Packs, since they do get hit by things like Drown in the Lock. Maybe 3 Krasis is good. I think I can trim on a Sakura Tribe Elder. Amulet seems not as exciting in this matchup, since it sort of just gets into top decks. Maybe even trim 2 Sagas. Or trim Talaria West now that I got Hall of the Storm Giant. I think the second Talaria West is a little unnecessary. Maybe this is a 3 endurance matchup. Because it doesn't line up well against Shadow. In fact, do I want to cut a 3rd endurance? Maybe for a Tribe Elder? Endurance also, like, just blocks Ragavan. Oh, I should probably cut Azusa. Just play green mid-range. Green-blue mid-range. And this hand does nothing, so again, this is fine. I will bottom. I kind of want the blue mana of T-West. Maybe it's Summoner's Pact. I kind of have a backup threat in Talaria West anyway. And now if they have a discard spell, they have to choose a ramp spell. Probably should hold off on the Bog at the moment. So I guess lead on Talaria West. Now this Bog is going to be good. I have to imagine they take the Dryad here, even though we can cast the Secure Tribe Elder next turn. I think the Dryad is just long-term more of a threat. Yeah. Thoughtseize Bug? Nope, no Thoughtseize Bug. Go get an island to help potentially transmute. Opponent doesn't seem particularly interested in casting spells. Grazer.